Hi, welcome to One More Today. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue on our journey of learning just one Chinese expression a day. Last time we talked about summarize. We use 归纳总结, a lot of fabric making activity to mean to summarize, to recap, complex or more wordy phrases into simple, short words. And today we're going to continue with not this concept of taking, or originally it was soaking in, right? 请笑纳. So we have the three characters written out like this. This is more of a contemporary Chinese expression that's kind of semi-old Chinese, because we don't really use 请笑纳 that often, at least not by me. Like I don't really see it. But in the movie or depicting of the storytelling of the ancient Chinese, a lot of times it's a gift giving between government officials. Okay, you can kind of imagine, right? It's a lower positioned gift giving to higher position. So in a way, it's kind of bribery, right? And oftentimes it was like 请笑纳. That's the context. But okay, break down to each character. 请, we have this language. So this is simplified of this completely structure. It started with mouth, right? And I guess this eventually means language, means from the mouth, you're kind of speaking the whole world, like however you want to represent the world using your language, right? That's that symbol becomes the language use. So something about the talking, about speaking. And the right side is the sound maker. A sound like a qing, now it becomes qing. Qing is this blue-green merged color. Because I mean color, the 7 rainbow color, right, was somebody eventually come up with color theory to cut up, like classify color in a certain way. Like the contemporary, like all the art schools are going to learn color theory like that. Like 3 colors, and then from 3 you generate, I don't know, 6 and then 12. So their color wheel, the whole color classification thing. Back then in Chinese, this green and blue, because one is mountain color, one is watercolor. Sometimes they're kind of merged. We use the same color palette to depict both the mountain and water. I mean, they are kind of similar, right? To the contemporary eye, they are 2 different colors. But back then, it was used the same color palette. So that's the qing color. Okay, sound like qing now becomes qing. Qing means in speaking term, just like please. I mean, let's think about what's the use of please. Please is the opening of a message. Please do something, right? It's a kind of a courtesy, but at the same time, it's a kind of attention calling. Like when you utter please, whoever in the same space hear that word are going to start to pay attention, right? Like please, and then he or she is going to hear what you're requesting. But please, in Chinese form, when we say 请, it originally came from this request, like request of attention paying, or request have something coming up next. So 请 is almost like excuse me, right? Like excuse me that I'm going to taking some part of your time and attention to ask you to, ask for help or request something. So that's the 请. 笑, okay, 笑 comes from this almost like a funny picture looking, at least to me, in contemporary Western culture, this almost look like clown's eyes depiction, right? 2 arches, meaning smiley eyes, and with this depiction, almost like that. If we try to see some cultural correspondence, but this symbols originally, it means bamboo. It looks like bamboo leaves. And because bamboo was common Chinese plant, and it was used like occurring in many different words. And I'm kind of surprised to see like people try to capture the concept of smile from the images of bamboo. And the story goes, okay, so on the top is bamboo, on the bottom is a human figure, right? You can see the legs and the arms and the head kind of turning sideways. So it was depicting the moment when somebody's laughing and they are going to bend, hunch forward. That's kind of laughing body gesture of somebody laughed so hard that they have to bend a little bit. So why bamboo? Because when bamboo was blowing in the wind, they're going to bend a little bit. And that looks just like a personified person in laughing position. Like when they're laughing, they're going to bend their body and kind of probably chuckle a little bit and kind of their body bend. So that's the origin of laughing. This concept of how the body behave, body language of laughing from bamboo. Well, okay, that's some discovery. And now we talked about before is fabrics taking in this internal, taking in water. It means soaking originally. And now it means please take, accept. So yeah, the whole thing is please accept my gift. It didn't say what to accept, but it was admitting this gift-giving activity behind this word 请笑纳. If they are saying this phrase, it's gift-giving of some presumably to appeal to that person's taste, the gift recipient taste of they most likely are going to like this thing. Either it's just pure gold or precious metal, something like that, the monetary value or the artistic value. Because in ancient times, most officials, government officials, are spending years of learning to become literate. So they are, some of them got that artistic inclination to try, come up with poems, express their feelings, and then artistically, they may appreciate more if it's done elegantly. So I use this to, a random art piece back then to represent, okay, gift giving. And that's when 请笑纳 was most likely to be used. Okay, cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.